In this battle, we're taking on DUNGEONNOOBP. I do want to apologize if my voice sounds a bit weird. I've been under the weather for a bit, but hopefully, we don't get completely destroyed. We probably will be because my boy's using Palafin and what looks like a standard OU team. We have something different here today, though. We got Mega Pincer, and the idea is that I swapped out Earthquake for close combat because I think close combat might be better, especially since it doesn't get hard countered by Skarmory and Corviknight when it's running. I mean, well, it still does kind of get countered, but not near as bad when it's running Earthquake. It's pretty possible he tries to lead with that. So in light of that, how do I counter it? Not really much I can do, actually, so we'll just start with him. Yeah. This is one of those unfortunate cases where I build a team, and even if I play pretty good, it's just going to be a difficult match because I really don't know how to operate it. Well, I mean, I'm going to reveal to him that I'm using Choice Scarf the moment that he sees I outspeed him. And he's probably running Focus Blast. It's going to make this all the more difficult for me. Although, I mean, Victini kind of switches in, technically speaking, so I can just do that. Kind of wish I had Stone Edge. That would have been real good right now. Let's do some research and see how much Hidden Power Ice does real quick. If it doesn't do enough, I'm going to U-turn into something else, like Victini. So HP Ice is not going to do enough to KO. Apparently not even close. He actually withdraws, so he's worried. He might not have Hidden Power Ice. That's what that could be. So we kind of got lucky there, not gonna lie. Huh. Let's see. What can I do here? Bro, ain't no way I'm actually that slow. So guys, this is what's funny. I took a picture of my own team, so I'm gonna be right back. I want to get the picture of his team, and I'll react in a second. Okay, so we are back, and it turns out we can't actually, or we can't use the what's it called? We can't use Wall Switch too easily because then he can just bring in his Thunderous T. So oh no, I kind of like Arachnid coming in. I think I will. I don't really see a way that he can deal with it. Doesn't look like he has a counter. So if I can get my web up, that's going to be really high value. Then I'm going to go for the Endeavor on his Thunderous because I can knock it out, and that's quite a big problem. That's a bit annoying. It's okay though. We got our web up, and it's not like Arachnid is doing much against his team anyways. Should do more damage here. Okay, never mind. Guess not. Huh. If I bring him low enough, I can come in and drop a weak rate on him. Although then he can just go into his whatever it's called, his Heatran. You don't want that. I mean, at some point I can kind of annoy him if I need to, so I'm not too concerned. He might actually T-Wave. I don't know. If he's really smart, he will, and he'll get Victini. I like the idea of just going Magnezone hard on this. You can go into Heatran. Then what do I do after that? I'm not sure. I really want to get rid of his Thunderous though if I can. Go Landorus on this and see what he can do. It might not be the best play, but at this point I'm trying to fish and figure out what he's got. And maybe he goes into Heatran. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Oh. Okay. I mean, we can just paint split this. It is a 1v1. I'm willing to... Okay, bro. Why is this regular Rotom? I hope this is actually Rotom Wash and not the Ghost variation. Yeah, it is going to be a dilemma because it's not like I can really do much to him. Yeah, Clefable is one really annoying Pokemon to deal with. I'll have to use Hydro Pump sparingly here. So we know that he's going to go for a Moonlight here. Most likely, at least. I could also fish for the drop. You know his moveset though, he only has Fairy. But he can always paralyze, that's why I don't want to go into Victini. Just paint split here. I want to paint split off his Moonlights. I'm sure that he only has a certain amount of uses for that, so I can use paint split a lot. Yeah, so this is an exchange that I'm willing to make. See, here I'm not too disadvantaged for not having Will-O-Wisp because it is a Magic Card Pokemon, so it wouldn't be useful anyways. But he only has so much PP that he can use. I feel terrible doing this, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And I realize that Rotom's kind of key for me really doing a lot to his team, so I'm not trying to let this take too much damage. I mean, so far we've exchanged some damage in all of our Pokemon. Not all of it, but a good amount of them. Just keep paint splitting. Okay, so he does withdraw. It's not worth it for him anymore. It is a difficult Pokemon to switch into though. Say that. Especially if he goes for a nasty Claw. After assessing though, it doesn't seem like Vanizone's going to be the most useful Pokemon today. Although at the same time, it's not like I can switch it in too easily, that is. Maybe I give up Arachnid. Hopefully no Wall Switch here. I want to be right back though, I'm going to hit the bathroom. Or actually, well, let's just see what happens first and then... Hopefully no wall switch or T-ball. Oh, okay, that sucks. Well, I mean, the whole point of this is to bring Araquanid into cuss that berry range so that I can kind of get something out of it. Realize he does have a focus sash on that. So, well, I'll be right back. I want to use the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. I like the idea of going to Victini here. Just because, I don't know, might work out well. I can do a lot with Victini. It's one of the benefits. Probably just drop a Bolt Strike maybe. I don't even know. Okay, that's just unfortunate. He got U-turn because he's kind of forced to do it again. Yeah, and he's probably gonna withdraw. Figured. So we'll take away that air balloon. Now we have some momentum of our own here. Let me see if Pinsir can KO with close combat. So unfortunately we can't just yet, which is fine. So we probably have the Landorus. Or do we? I think Rotom's actually better. Gonna drop a Hydro on this. He actually stays in, which is interesting. That's some permanent damage right there. Oh, so he knows I have to go for a Hydro Pump. I can't wall switch that easily. Okay, we'll see. He actually stays in. We might pick up Heatran here. We'll take that. That's a good exchange. He might be trying to bait out me going for a electric move here. Let's see that realistically happening. Yeah, he probably wants me to drop a wall switch. Because, I mean, obviously, the Thundurus really destroys me. Especially Pinsir, actually. I realized how weak it is to that. And I need to work on a better, I guess, counter to that typing. Behind his own ain't doing nothing, as much as I like it. I don't know what his moveset is though. That's what I really want to figure out. I don't want to lose Victini. Like, what would be perfect is if I can get a Arachnid. The Custard Berry will let me Endeavor it, and then I can guarantee that Landorus beats it and Pinsir with Quick Attack. It's really a tough situation we're dealing with here. Or I can actually just go into Victini. Okay, y'all, so this is very difficult. Maybe I'll just Landorus U-turn into Victini. That's what I'm going to do so I can bring it in safely. Because if he goes into Thundurus, I'll still get a Hidden Power Ice on it. Oh. Okay, that's bizarre. I'm going to U-turn. Now, I drop my strongest attack on Clefable. We really need the wall break here, that's the goal. Should live this. Hopefully comfortably at that. Yeah, not a problem. Could go into Palafin. We're gonna drop an Inferno. So this is actually technically the strongest fire type Z move in the game, and probably the strongest Z move of all of them. So Palafin can try and switch in, but it's gonna have a hard time. And Clefable is gonna take this one head on. That's crazy. I feel kind of bad for my bro. I think he only has a limited amount of PP on his Moonlight, so he's gonna have to be careful with this. Wow. Oh, gee, I feel bad for my boy. Let's just make sure we have 100% accuracy before I commit to something. Yeah, I would hate to miss. So he just misses T-Wave. I don't remember. I don't know if it's 80% accuracy or 70% accuracy, but that is unfortunate. And that means that we can bring Victini in. Oh my goodness, per man. Unless he has Quick Attack and Lopunny, but then that means he doesn't have Ice Punch. Then I can just go into Landorus again to counter that. I'm worried about what Garchomp has. That's a truth. Do I Bolt Strike or do I Blue Flare? It's gonna Blue Flare. You can go into Garchomp on this. I don't really care. I don't want to be just sitting like a duck. If that makes sense to y'all. Oh, I guess that makes up for the miss. Probably shouldn't have gone for the weak rate. Okay, so we do finally pick up Clefable and we still keep Victini. See, I don't think he was expecting that, so he doesn't know that it's a mix set. So that's really useful right there. Yeah, that was a difficult exchange. Although, I mean, we've really taken quite a beating from that. Most likely gonna go for a flip turn. I don't believe he can do much to Rotom though. That's kind of why I have it here in the game actually. It's very realistic that he tries to switch out. I like Arachnid on that. If I can get his, yeah, there we go. So I want to get an Endeavor. I really just need to not get paralyzed. So we're going to have to really bank on not getting unlucky here. Probably into the electric type with Walled Absorb. Okay, never mind. So who do we just switch into? I don't know if this is an exchange that was even worth making. It's difficult, y'all, this battle. I think we can still... I don't even know. We might just get swept by his Thunderous in the end game. I'm gonna endeavor on this though, or do I? Yeah, I'm just gonna use it. Nice. That's a very good exchange. Well, we know we want to attack especially. Do I want to Landorus on this is the question. I think I might just straight up drop an explosion on his flying electric type guy, because that's probably going to be enough to knock it out, I'd hope, or at least bring it into pincer range. And see, when you have exchanges like this, you always want to sit your powerful Pokemon in front of your opponent. I don't believe Victini has a role in this game anymore. Do I Hidden Power Ice though? No, I don't want to sit around like a duck. So we're just gonna U-turn and take the... Well, actually, no, I'm not. I think I just HP Ice, because that's gonna kind of scare him from... What if he goes into Palafin? Yeah, we have Rotom. Not worried. So we will... Because I don't want to just take extra damage for no reason. But now he knows that I'm running HP Ice. And I do want to establish some fear here. I don't want the electric guy coming in too easily. Yeah, this is definitely quite an interesting battle we have going on here. It is one of the more complicated ones because DUNGEONNOOBP here is utilizing some of the best offensive weaponry in the metagame with Thunderous T, and I mean, actually that's like the main one. He cooks his team, not gonna lie. See, I knew that Zapdos would be a weakness of mine, but never really assessed it as too big a weakness. So I might have some regrets on that. And can we Rotom on this? Let's find out. So y'all, when you're trying to look up this important information, always use Smogon. So I'm just gonna type in Palafin. SW sits in Scarlet and Violet. Let's see. So typically, you can close combat and you can use priority. This might be a choice band one too. I suppose one approach we could employ here is we could gauge the damage output. I think I'm willing to hand over Victini to him, or maybe that's just the way we can test it. I don't know if it's choice banded or not. It's an uber Pokemon though, I'll say that. So, but this is also a physically defensive Rotom. Pain Split. Oh. He outspeeds us. Now let's see. Yeah, that's Joe Scarf, isn't it? I actually don't know. Could also be a choice band. think we gotta test things with Victini here. I'm not too sure. I'm really like confused, y'all. I don't know how to figure out. I mean, that is not a speed unless I wrote him. So this could also just been choice banded. Wait, did I misplay? No, it wasn't, because now it's like a 50-50 on who outspeeds. Okay, so we do outspeed, luckily. And we'll pick up Pallet Fin, which is really good. So you probably was choice Scarf though, or choice banded, one of the two. So unfortunately he does outspeed. I don't know what I can do about that though. I mean, he could potentially be a little bit greedy with his set and he might not be running the full speed invested. Although he only has Lopunny left. Could have quick attack. He probably doesn't. But then, like, I don't know if I want to just, like, you know, sacrifice Pokemon that don't need to be sacrificed. Pinsir can beat Lopunny. So, I can just weak crate on this. Okay, so he's faster. Volt Switch, Discharge. Huh. I don't want to explode. I think what I'll do is I'll sack the Magnezone. I'm going to go into Landorus. I'm going to U-turn. So if he goes into Lopunny, I can go into Pinsir. Okay, yeah, so this is a perfect strategy, y'all. I figured this out. So what I'm going to do is Landorus. We're going to see what he has. We're going to kind of scout, because there's no way he goes for his Focus Blast on Landorus. So I'll U-turn, get some more damage. He'll take Life Orb damage when he hits Magnezone. He'll knock out Magnezone, take some more Life Orb damage. Then Pinsir or Landorus Teak can hopefully knock it out. With Hidden Power Ice, maybe. Or, no, wish I had Stone Edge. Solve a lot of problems. So let's just Landorus T on this. We U-turn. We'll give up our... Okay, so he does actually commit. That's some good damage though, y'all. Have Magnezone. I don't want him anymore. Might not have Focus Blast, or he could also miss. If he misses, that's the ultimate. If he makes a crazy read, that's insane. Well played, man. I could also hold off from Mega Evolving, but I think we just use Landorus and yeah, okay. So wait, let's just see what Pinsir's base speed is. 85. So Choice Scarf should technically outspeed Lopunny, so I can use this and drop a... Oh, there's a problem. Okay, I actually don't know. Maybe I let Landorus die here. He could always just switch into Lopunny. Then it's kind of down to if Pinsir can knock it out, which is not something I want to try and risk at all, actually. Yeah, so you can just Lopunny on this, and I'm guaranteed to be Lopunny. So maybe I just let it die. Let's just explode. Okay, so we do pick up. Okay, well he should have done if he wanted to win. Now, there's no way he could know that this is running explosion, but if he wanted to guarantee to win, he could have actually gone into Lopunny, and then he wouldn't take life orb damage on Thundurus, and then it would be down to if quick attack would knock it out. Now it probably does, although you never want to have to take that gamble if you can avoid it. This is kind of tough. I'm pretty sure I one-shot it with return, but there's definitely no guarantee on that. It's crazy how Pinsir has not been brought in the game one time today until now. So if we drop a return, that should be enough to knock it out. I don't think we need a quick attack because we're base 85, full speed investment. He could fake out, but that's just going to help us. So his best play is to Ice Punch and pray he survives, which he probably doesn't, but you know, you never know. Good. But I think that's GG right there. I mean, definitely a really difficult game. Well played. Goes down to the Megas too. That's like absolutely crazy. Lopunny and Pinsir really did nothing until the very end. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we don't knock out. See, it could be bugged. Like, if return is bugged, then I'm going to be really mad. But it should do full damage. Okay, so he fake outs. That is what I wouldn't do because now I'm guaranteed to outspeed. I can see he might try and go quick attack and maybe get a crit or something, but now I'm guaranteed to beat it out here. So, I mean, maybe he's trying to bring it closer or something. I'm not sure. Maybe crit on fake out and crit on quick attack would be enough. Yeah, but we do pick up Lopunny. So that was a very intense battle. Good game though, for sure. I really did enjoy that one.